My name is Olivia Bennett, and I'm here with the CHS Current Events broadcast, keeping you in the loop. So today we'll be interviewing Mr. Hanner, the defensive coach for the football team, about what he thinks our season will look like. I'm here today with Mr. Hanner, our defensive coach for the football team. We first and foremost want to thank you so much for speaking with us today. We're just going to ask you a couple of questions. So, Mr. Hanner, did you play football in high school as well?
I did, played for 4 years.
Played for 4 years. Is that what inspired you to become a football coach?
Yep, kind of fell in love in high school and wanted to do it, and knew teaching would be a good avenue to get into coaching.
Oh, that's actually really sweet. Okay, so when you were in high school, what position did you play?
I was a lineman, so.
You were a lineman,
yeah,
okay.
D-lineman, center, and I didn't move too fast, so.
I see. So we were speaking with Mr. Payne the other day, and he was talking a bit about how our team is very young this year. Would you say that our defensive line is very young this year as well, or would you say that we have more upperclassmen on our defensive line?
Yeah, right now, starting-wise and playing-wise, I've only got one senior, and we'll have 2 sophomores that are going to be in the mix, along with a bunch of juniors. So yeah, we're young, but the guys that we've got as juniors had a lot of playing time last year. So we're young, but not inexperienced.
Not inexperienced. Okay. Would you say that there are any advantages that come along with having a young team?
Just the fact they're coming back the next year. There's certain disadvantages, but the advantages are that they're going to come back in a year and hopefully get better.
What overall advantages would you say that we have as a team this year among the other teams that we have in our area?
I think just the one advantage is, again, just another year. We lost some pretty good seniors last year, but a small group of seniors this year, and then a big group of juniors and sophomores, they've played together. And so I think that's going to be one advantage that we've got, is that a lot of them have played together now for this being a second year. And so I think that'll be an advantage for us.
Okay. Would you say that the pandemic affected participation in football?
I think it affected participation in everything.
Okay.
I think we've got a lot of kids that don't want to come out for things for a variety of reasons, and I totally understand a lot of those. But yeah, I do think dropping a lot of sports numbers could be due to the pandemic.
Okay, we completely see that, and honestly, I'm in the music department and we see that there. I know just about every department has seen a serious drop in participation. Do you think that affects the amount of people, not necessarily the amount of people, but the age of people? Like, I know that you've been speaking about how young our team is this year. Do you think that the pandemic has anything to do with that, or would you say that we just have more young people invested in football right now?
I think it's a combination of everything. It's a tough question to answer. I think you've got, in terms of sports, you've got some kids that want to specialize in only one sport, and then you've got some that, for whatever reason, it's always hard to give some, sit back and then restart something. It's always that way, and I can just speak for myself. A home project at home, if I don't finish it that day, it may be a little while before I get it done. So I understand that, but yeah, I think it's a combination of things as to why, we got low numbers at seniors and low numbers at freshmen. I think the pandemic didn't help.
Absolutely, I completely understand that. So what do you say, what would you say that you and Mr. Payne have planned to make this group better this year?
We've got some pretty good athletes, and we're just going to continue to push and try to get as much as we can out of them. At least on the defensive side of the ball, play smart, play as a unit, tackle well. We do those things, and we hopefully will have success.
Okay. So what would you say is your main focus on the field this year?
Playing with leverage and tackling. If we can do that and play as a team, we put ourselves in a position to make plays and do good things. And that's kind of like I tell the kids all the time. I said, it's my job as the coordinator to get you in position to make plays. It's your job to finish. And so we're just trying to get them in a spot where it's a little easier for them to finish.
Okay. Also, we were speaking with Mr. Payne, and he mentioned that we have a very young kicker this year, and he's a very talented kicker. We were wondering what your take on that looks like.
Yeah, the little bit I've seen him in practice, I didn't realize just how far he can kick the ball. Yeah, he's got a leg on him, so that'll be nice for the next 4 years.
All right, perfect. So hopefully we plan to maybe speak with Max Weber, our kicker, next. We want to thank you so much, Mr. Hanner, for speaking with us today. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.